being the only black male principal at that time?
At that particular point, there were no black male principals on the elementary level. And the area superintendent asked that I go and get that experience over at Shore Acres Elementary. 1 year at Shore Acres. Then I transferred over to North Shore as principal as 1 year, after 1 year. Now, I eventually left North Shore to become the principal at Lakewood Elementary School. And the way that happened was the area superintendent called me. Well, she actually communicated with my secretary and asked that I call her Lamb. And when I communicated or talked with Paula Lamb, she said, "Ray, I have this school over here, Lakewood Elementary. Are you interested?" And I actually told her I appreciated the call, but I'm happy where I am at North Shore. And she said, "Well, Ray, the staff at Lakewood identified you as the person they wanted to be their principal. Does that interest you?" I said, "Well, yes, I'm happy that they identified me as the person they wanted to be their principal. But again, I'm happy where I am." "Well, Ray, I want you to think about it over the weekend. You know, they can do what they want to do." And she was just being cordial and gracious about it. So over the weekend, I thought about it and I said I might well go ahead and accept the position at Lakewood because they could put me there anyway if that's what they want to do. So I became the principal at Lakewood, and there were a lot of problems there, lots of problems. Paula Lamb gave me a list of all the problems, and I studied the list, and I did some things at Lakewood that had never been done on the elementary level, even before I started working. I traded in a position and hired 2 campus monitors because I knew I would be off campus a lot, meetings, conventions, what have you. I hired 2 campus monitors because the teachers, based on all that I had heard and read, they didn't feel like they had enough support, the teachers. But the guys I hired as campus monitors, they did a great job in giving the teachers a sense of support. 4 days, I cleaned up that list. I went to a staff member at Lakewood and asked her to take a look at the list. Tell me, what else do I need to do? She said, "I think you've done it all." One of the things I did, besides hiring the 2 campus monitors, I went to each individual classroom talking to the kids. I didn't call a meeting in the cafeteria with all the 4th graders or all the 5th graders. I went to each class and I told them that walking out of classrooms, that's over. That walking across tables in the cafeteria, that's over. All of the things that they had been doing with impunity, all of that was over. 4 days. We put a stop to all that nonsense and cleaned it all up.
That is excellent.
That's Lakewood.
Oh yes, I remember those Lakewood days. I was on Parent Support for Education at that time, and I remember those Lakewood days. That's all I got to say. That was a notorious school to the community, as a school that just didn't have enough order and structure, but it's obvious that you were able to bring that into that arena.